Hey guys, welcome or welcome back. My name is Rees Rose and I'm here to bring a quick message to whomever this resonates with. I take that back. This might even be a little long. Might not be quick, all right? But I'm here to bring a message to whomever this resonates with, okay? Let's go ahead and start with the big oracle cards. This will be a general read, and I would like to remind you guys that all of my readings are general and timeless unless specified, all right? So if this resonates with you a week from now, a year from now, take it as it resonates. Take it as it applies. But okay, let's dive in. Heads up. So you have some type of forewarning. Some type of warning here. Oh, I knew I was supposed to grab my other cards. I'll get it for the next one. But I think this is going to be that kind of reading. Neglect. Oh, it's not. All right, heads up, neglect. Reclaim your power. So you're calling your power back, okay? After a period of neglecting yourself. It's very self-explanatory. Overall energy is neglect. So neglect sits as like this position in the middle here. And if you notice, it's like a little girl playing with a doll. And the doll, you can't really tell because, you know, the illustration's so small. But the doll looks exactly like herself, okay? And she's kind of like role-playing her life that she envisions herself in this picture with the little dollhouse, yes, but she's like signifying control. She has control over her life. This is how she wants it to go, okay? So the fact that this is a neglect card, it's saying that you have absolute control. The things that you're interested in, your passions, what brings you life, like what makes you feel alive. Those things are trying to get your attention. They're trying to yell at you for real. And I see that you're ignoring the call. You're neglecting that that nudge, okay? Heads up. They're saying to tap back into that, to reclaim your power, okay? We're going to tap back into exactly why this is a warning, but I can only imagine that, you know, because when you don't tap into it, especially if the universe says that this is your destiny, if you don't go ahead and take initiative, then the universe has its way of making sure that you experience this timeline regardless, you know? If it's inevitable, it's going to happen. So with this neglect here, it's like, okay, you can ignore the call all you want, but if this is your destiny, if this is your fate, then baby, you can't ignore it for that much longer, okay? So right now you have heads up and reclaim your power. You're in an energy of reclaiming your power and calling your power back because the universe is not going to let this slide for you. This is something that you need to tap into. It's vital, at least for your timeline, for your walk. But yes, you are calling your power back to you and you're tapping back into the very thing that you're neglecting. All right, so let's tap into the tarot to see the details. Why is this a forewarning? I just easily heard if you don't use it, you lose it. It's not even something that we have to actually dissect. I'm going to give you the details of what the tarot is saying right now. But as far as why is this the heads up? Why is this a forewarning? If you don't use it, you lose it. First card that came out is the Emperor. Right after that is the Queen of Cups. So the Emperor is stable, grounded AF, okay? The Emperor is never going to not use anything that the Emperor is well equipped with, very experienced, that there's not anything that's going to be slack in the Emperor's energy because the Emperor is the Emperor, okay? This is the almighty royale, all right? And this person, I'm talking about you, is not going to leave all these like holes where, you know, oh, we have to go back and patch that up in order for this to bridge, or we have to do this in order for this to work. There are no holes with the Emperor because the Emperor always takes initiative. Whenever the Emperor sees something that needs to be fixed, whenever something needs to be started up, anything that needs to be done in the Emperor's life that involves the Emperor taking control of said life, yes, the Emperor is going to take care of it, okay? So that's you. If you don't use it, you lose it. First card that came out is the Emperor. They're like, yo, now or never. What you gonna do? Because at the end of the day, yes, we are all a part of this journey. It feels really good to be tapped into source and have a really good connection with our spirit team, but we all have free will. So they're going to give us the leeway, okay? I know I said the universe is going to push you there, like we all, when we have these things that, you know, we're really good at, whatever we're neglecting, if we don't use it, we lose it. The minute you use it, that's you taking initiative. And if you don't, that's the universe taking it away from you. But I know I mentioned to you guys that with this reclaim your power, it's like the universe is making sure that this happens regardless. You're a lucky one, all right? That doesn't always happen. Like I said, if you don't use it, you lose it. There are people who don't have that connection to the spiritual realm, and if they don't tap into it, bye-bye, dust, okay? Go on with the wind. Go on with the wind. Anyway, but that's not you right now, okay? Because you have... Oh, sorry, I was reading a message. Very heartfelt one. You have the Emperor in your energy, and you have the universe on your side, okay? So with the Emperor, take initiative. Do it now. And when you do it, make sure you do it with a smile. With the Queen of Cups, okay? Do it with passion, compassion, with a love for life, and softness, a little bit of grace too. You're not doing it because like, oh my goodness, I've neglected myself for so long, and now I have to wild out and go super hard to make up for the time that I've missed. No, you are doing it with grace, okay? You're definitely taking initiative, but you're doing it with grace. You're approaching this a lot gentler, okay? The Emperor is also somebody who has a great head on his shoulders, someone who knows exactly what to do. So you're not moving out of angst. You're not worried. You're not fearful. You're not nervous that you've missed out on something or you're falling behind or anything like that, all right? The Knight of Wands, funny, because this card is about passion, being dedicated. So you're definitely going to do it. With this heads up here and reclaim your power, I see you putting a lot of passion into this. The Knight of Wands is somebody who's very passionate, but also goal-oriented because of the passion, okay? All that passion is there. All that fire is there. It's like, I have to see it through. I have to reach my goal. I have to make it happen. So that's the Knight of Wands, all right? Whatever it is, it's not something that's boring to you. It's something that you love. Like, this is a little girl playing with her dollhouse. No one's telling her to do this. It's not homework. But whatever it is, it's something that you actually love to do. You will willfully just go ahead and do it. However, you haven't been doing it, okay? You're neglecting yourself. And this could be anything. This could be the self-love, the self-care. This could be tapping into more insight and wisdom so you could, expand your mind. This could be going harder on a hobby that you're good at. It could be anything. But I see you've been neglecting it, okay? So, maybe you put it off to make room for something else. But whatever this thing is, it's not going to leave you alone unless you tap into it, okay? So you have to tap into it. The Seven of Pentacles came right after the Knight of Wands. Seven of Pentacles is you reap what you sow. So like I said, if you don't use it, you lose it. Some of you guys have been sowing nothingness. And that is exactly, unfortunately, what you're going to reap. Which is why there's a heads up, okay? Like, heads up. If you don't use it, you lose it. Some of you guys feel as if you still got the sauce. Like somebody who's really, really, like, okay, for example, Space Jam. When the basketball players, they just know that they're professional athletes, so they're nice at ball. But out of nowhere, they lost their powers. Like, they just lost the magic. And it's like, yo, I thought I would always have this. No, that really wasn't a great example, because that wasn't an example of if you don't use it, you lose it. But it's kind of like, what the Monstars did to them, where, they just suck their power away. And because they feel as if they're professional basketball players, that they will always have that source. But nah. No, you can get that taken away from you, okay? You can have a fall from grace. So that's kind of like you guys. Whatever you're good at, whatever you were up here with, you haven't been tapping into it. And if you don't, you will have a fall, all right? So they're letting you know that, hey, call your power back. It's not too late. Tap back in, tap back in. What you reap, you sow. So even if you reap something right now, like, just do something really quick. No, it hasn't been equivalent to like you locking in for a full 6 months straight. However, something is better than nothing, okay? So with the Seven of Pentacles, do something and do it with grace. Do not sit there and curse yourself out because you haven't been doing it, all right? It's okay if you're a little rusty. It's okay if you're getting back into it and you're learning the ropes. You got to relearn the ropes. It's okay. Just do something. Just do something, okay? Six of Swords, yes, and all will be well. Seven of Cups, whoa. Why I got the Five of Pentacles? The Seven of Cups is like illusions. And then the Five of Pentacles. I'm actually, no, because there's a lot of synonyms for the Seven of Cups. I'm getting that there's a lot on your mind, especially with it being next to the Five of Pentacles. You've been out in the cold. You've been This is what it feels like to neglect whatever this is. I'm trying my hardest to put this into English here, okay? That's one of the hardest parts about reading tarot. It's like, okay, I can see it, but you want me to translate this into English, bro? My God. But the Five of Pentacles, this is how it feels to be without whatever it is that you're neglecting, okay? Whatever you're neglecting, it feels like this. And for some of you guys, y'all are stressed, y'all are tired, y'all are tense, and y'all don't know where it's stemming from. You don't know where it's rooted. It's rooted in this. It's rooted in a neglect, okay? You close that gap, you bridge that gap by tapping into whatever it is that you are here to do. Whatever your purpose is, if you just immerse yourself into that, you bridge that gap of depression, of loneliness, of like stress. That diminishes so much because you're not worried or confused or unsure about anything. The clarity is there because you just feel good locking in. So there's your confidence. Your confidence lies in what you've been doing and what you're doing. That's not really you right now because you haven't been doing it, okay? So with this Five of Pentacles energy, you may feel like you've fallen behind. You may feel like, oh man, I could be way better than this. I could have had this house by now. I could have had a fleet of vehicles in my garage by now. I could have had this organization started by now. You have all these things going on in your mind of what you could have done. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. However, it's not too late. Reclaim your power, okay? This is probably a good thing. All the things that's on your mind and you're like, damn, I'm late. Damn, I should have. No, you're not. But at the same time, it's probably a good thing that you're putting yourself through this thought process, because that's going to help you reclaim your power. Where are we? Okay. That's going to help you reclaim your power. You're not going to want to sit there. You're not going to want to let it just marinate right there with you not doing anything. You're going to want to tap in. All right. And you're going to see the possibilities are actually endless when you do. Okay. So yeah. Just tap in. Sow something today. Do something. Anything that has to do with you neglecting whatever aspect of yourself this was. Like, tap back into it. Give yourself the gift of love, of compassion, of grace by pouring into yourself, and that's doing what you love. Do what you love. Do what you were called to do. Do what you're here to do, okay? Let's pull one more card out of here, and then I'm gonna let you guys go. Rebirth. This is a new beginning for you, baby. Every end is a new beginning. I don't feel like this is an end. If it is, it's the end of your bullshit. But you got the Phoenix Rebirth. Look at that beautiful red Phoenix on this card right here, okay? So neglect, reclaim your power. It's not too late. Whatever Five of Pentacles energy you're in, whatever head in the clouds you be putting yourself through with all these daydreaming thoughts and stuff, it's not too late, okay? Just do something. Do something to tap into that passion that you feel burning inside of you. That burn that you feel within you, that's that rebirth that your soul is like crying for, that your soul is craving right now. So that burning desire inside of you is going to put a fire underneath your ass, okay? And you will rise like the phoenix from the ashes. Just tap back in. Just tap back in. You did not lose yourself. It's not too late. Just tap back in, okay? Forget all these other distractions. Forget everything that's trying to come in between you doing that. Just do it. Just do it. All right? All right. I love you guys so much. Bye.